Hi guys, good morning. My name is Ariante, and if you're watching this video, please like and subscribe to my channel to grow with me. Today's video I wanted to make is called Loss of Power. And so first I wanted to talk about what power is. And power is our innate ability, it's our individual ability to control or influence people or events around us. And the reason that power is so important for us, and bear with me because I'm going to dive a little deep here, is because when we're born, well, before we're born, we are just light. We are all light body. We are all one light body. Everything is light. Everything is vibes. Everything is creation. And then we come and we're born into this world where we're perceived to be separate because we're living in separate bodies, although we're still one whole body of light. We move into these individual bodies, and then through growth and pain and suffering and life experience, we start to learn that we're separate from everybody around us, although we're never really separate from everyone around us. And so we get this idea of power, and power is our influence and ability to traject and change the people around us, the events around us. And the real core reason that we feel a need for power is because ultimately, when we are one whole light body before we come into this earth, we're our most powerfulest before we come here and we experience life through the eyes of separation and pain and all those kinds of things. So when we come here, our ability to influence the people around us, or our power to influence the people and events around us, is what helps us to still feel connected, especially in such a illusionary time, or a time of so many dreams where we're all dreaming so different, we all look so different. A lot of us want to be the same, a lot of us want to be different, but really, even in our separateness, we're still the same. Whether it's polar opposites, we're always the same. And so we hold on to this need for power because if we can have power, we can remain as powerful as we were when we were just truly the whole light body. So you get this illusion of power. It's this view that you're powerful if you can control this person or these events. It gives you this view that you are closer to God, that you are in control of life, and that you are powerful. When really, regardless of what, we all influence each other in some way. Everyone does, as much as we hate to admit it, as much as we hate to admit that someone else might be as powerful as us. We all are very influential in other people's lives, whether it's showing each other what not to do or what to do. We all want to be loved. We all feel a sense of need and connection with other people. I don't think I said that right, but you get what I'm saying. So we all want to connect naturally. We all want, without relationships, we would be nothing. Like, we say we want to be alone, and we'll enjoy being alone for a period of time, but when it becomes too intense and we stay alone for too long, we get to this point of stress or pain, because now we're experiencing true separateness, and we get that feeling that nobody loves us or no one cares for us. And then that's when you get into depression, suicide, all those kinds of things, down that rabbit hole. But we are creatures of connection. Without connection to the rest of the world, we have no reason to really experience this life. To a certain extent, life is for our experience and our growth, but it's for the growth of the collective, for the universe, for everyone, for all of God's creation to elevate in time. And so we want power, and with power, we feel we need to direct or control the things and people around us, because if we're not directing and controlling the people around us, how are we even connected to them, And that's just like a deeper level thought to the idea of power. So when we feel a loss of power, a lot of times that's when you see people that go into super controlling natures, or very aggressive people, very violent people. Those are people that have lost their power to an extent that it's like, oh, no one's gonna love me, no one's gonna connect with me, I'm gonna take that love and connection. Or if for some reason they feel like they haven't been loved or listened to or heard, now they're acting out, because it's like, hey, give me attention, listen to me, I need power. And I can't get it with my mind, I can't get it with my thoughts, I can't get it with conversation or intimacy with you. So I'm gonna get it with however I'm gonna get it, and that could be fighting, killing, whatever. It just depends the extent to the loss of power that the person feels. And so loss of power, there's a quote, and it says, violence is only needed when you feel defeated. And that's so true, because violent violent activities or violent acts are only needed when there's no other way for you to connect. When you just feel like everybody is just separate from you, there's no way for you to be able to talk to them, get an eye-to-eye understanding, gain connection, gain intimacy. When we lack all that, that's when we start to get violent, because it's our loss of power. And power is what we need to feel connected to everything. And sometimes, a lot of times, especially for us in this world, we have this false sense of power through our ego that tells us we need to be loved for all these false statues and false, what's the word I'm looking for, standards. And so we try to live up to these standards, and that's not necessarily going to get us love, because the only true love is intimacy and understanding and lack of attachment to everything in this world, but supreme attachment to everything in this world at the same time. And so I don't know. I just wanted to talk about power and the loss of power and how that affects people. And we see it all the time in violent relationships, angry people, bad friendships, talking bad about people. It's all stemming back from our need for connection and our lack of feeling that. So our want for the return of power, even if it's just an egoic, unhealthy, shallow level of power, we want it because we need to connect with the world. And how can we connect with the world if we don't have influence over it? So that's all I have for today. Loss of power. It's raining here, so I hope that the sun is shining where you are. But if it's raining, I hope that you understand that the rain comes to nourish the soil so the flowers can come when the sun returns. But for now, it's raining and it's beautiful. And I hope you guys have a good day.